The Israeli occupation military has issued mass displacement orders that residents of large parts of Gaza City and northern Gaza immediately evacuate their homes and move south towards the El Mawasi area. The evacuation order covers the following neighborhoods: El Zaytun, the Old City, El Turkman, El Jadida, El Tufah, El Daraj, El Sabra, Jabalia El Balad, Jabalia El Nazla, Jabalia Camp, El Rauda, El Nahda, El Zuhur, El Noor, El Salam, and Tel El Zatar. The Israeli military classified these areas as active combat zones and warned civilians that returning could result in severe consequences. And the Palestinian presidency has warned of the dangers posed by Israel's threats of forced displacement for the Gazans and the potential for a new destructive military operation. They urged the U.S. to compel Israeli authorities to cease fire and highlight that Israel's annexation policies in the West Bank lead to further conflict and instability. The Palestinian presidency added that any initiatives that do not address Palestinian rights are destined to fail. And the Palestinian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has urged the international community to fulfill its responsibilities under international law and relevant UN resolutions, particularly Resolution 2334, to stop settler violence against unarmed Palestinian civilians. The ministry called for the measures to curb attacks by settlers and their supporters, highlighting the recent coordinated violence against Palestinian communities. It emphasized the need for urgent action to dismantle extremist settler organizations and impose international sanctions. US President Donald Trump has urged an end to the war and a ceasefire. That came as the Israeli occupying military ordered Palestinians to evacuate northern Gaza ahead of intensified fighting against Hamas. The Arab mediators, including Egypt and Qatar, supported by the U.S., initiated new efforts to halt the 20-month war and secure the release of detainees. Hamas expressed the readiness for talks but insisted on specific demands. And Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati has met the EU Special Envoy for Middle East Peace, Christophe Bigot, to discuss Egypt's mediation alongside Qatar and the US for a Gaza ceasefire, detainee exchange, and humanitarian aid. Abdelati stressed the urgent need to halt Israeli aggression, prevent Palestinian displacement, and convene a Gaza reconstruction conference, while urging the global recognition of a Palestinian state on the 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. At least 5 Palestinians were killed by the Israeli occupation forces while waiting for aid in northern side of the Palestinian Rafah. The incident is part of a growing pattern of violence near aid distribution centers in Gaza. And since the U.S. and Israel-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation took over aid operations in late May, over 580 Palestinians have reportedly been killed by the Israeli fire near these sites.